In the neon lights lurks a hooded hero, silent like the whispers in the techno glow. From the cold steel streets where secrets grow, with vengeance burning deep and fire low. Shadows dance and flicker in the cybergloom, moves like a specter in a violet bloom. Eyes gleam with fury, slicing through the doom. Darkness can't escape the edge of its doom. Hooded ninja, he will strike. Sword of vengeance cuts the light. Darkness wielding sharpened blade. From the shadows you'll be safe.
In Episode 8, we delve into the mounting difficulties confronting Chicago's rail industry due to the surge in migrant crossings and scrutinize the CTA's proposed budget increase. The influx of asylum seekers and illegal aliens presents growing challenges to key industries, particularly railroads. With increased crossings along rail corridors, safety risks and operational disruptions are mounting. It's time to address the impact on our infrastructure and economy. Asylum seekers poses a significant threat to the safety and stability of critical industries like railroads. As more illegal aliens enter the country, rail corridors, vital to our economy, are increasingly at risk. These unauthorized crossings strain security measures, lead to property damage, and disrupt freight operations. Rail companies are forced to spend more on security, passing costs to consumers. We need stronger border enforcement to protect infrastructure, jobs, and the rule of law in industries that keep America moving. Chicago's choice to end migrant-only shelters sparks debate over integration and resource allocation. Chicago's decision to eliminate migrant-only shelters and landing zones reflects growing tensions in how the city manages the influx of migrants. While the move is framed as promoting integration and equity, it also raises concerns about adequate housing and support for these newcomers. Critics argue this could strain existing resources and displace vulnerable populations. Meanwhile, proponents see it as a necessary step toward streamlining services. The city faces a complex challenge in balancing compassion with practicality. Amtrak's new Aero trains may look impressive, but they raise concerns about whether this modernization will fix deeper issues like inefficiency and taxpayer dependency. Amtrak's new Aero trains are a step forward, but the question is whether this sleek update will address the real issues facing the nation's rail system. While modernizing the 1970s-era fleet is long overdue, the focus should also be on operational efficiency, reliability, and reducing taxpayer dependency. Amtrak has long struggled with delays, mismanagement, and financial waste. A shiny new exterior won't solve deep-rooted problems without significant reforms. Instead of just pouring money into new cars, it's time for Amtrak to prioritize self-sufficiency and accountability. The CTA's proposed $1.99 billion budget hike raises questions about fiscal responsibility. With ongoing mismanagement and declining ridership, reforms are needed. The CTA's proposed $1.99 billion operating budget for 2024, a 9.2% increase from last year, raises concerns about fiscal responsibility and efficiency. While the agency cites inflation, wages, and service improvements as reasons for the hike, the CTA has long struggled with mismanagement, delays, and declining ridership. Instead of continually increasing spending, the focus should be on improving service reliability, ensuring safety, and better aligning resources to actual demand. Taxpayers shouldn't have to foot the bill for a bloated budget when more sustainable, cost-effective solutions are possible. The CTA must prioritize accountability, innovation, and getting its financial house in order. Here's a brief music interlude. We'll right back.
Every word a shot.
In Episode 8, Conclusion of Info Blitzkrieg, we explore Kamala Harris's interview disaster, the looming Social Security crisis by 2035, and Trump's strategic move to appear on Rogan's podcast. Kamala Harris's recent MSNBC interview exposed serious flaws in the Biden administration's crisis management, raising concerns about competence and public trust. In her recent MSNBC interview, Vice President Kamala Harris faced intense scrutiny over the Biden administration's handling of various crises, revealing a pattern of miscommunication and evasive responses that could be seen as a political disaster. Instead of providing clear solutions or taking responsibility, Harris often deflected questions, leading to a perception of incompetence. This interview highlighted the administration's struggle to convey a coherent message, especially regarding issues like inflation and immigration. Harris's attempts to frame the administration's achievements felt disconnected from the frustrations of everyday Americans, further eroding public trust. As the administration grapples with falling approval ratings, this interview could signify a critical moment for the White House. If Harris continues down this path, it may deepen the political divide and complicate the Democrats' efforts to regain control of the narrative ahead of the 2024 elections. Trump's appearance on Joe Rogan's podcast is a strategic move to engage young voters ahead of the election. Donald Trump's upcoming appearance on Joe Rogan's podcast on October 25, 2024, is a savvy move as the election approaches. Rogan's vast male audience, which trends Republican, provides an ideal platform for Trump to articulate his positions and connect with younger voters, a demographic crucial to his campaign. Their past interactions have been mixed, with Trump having expressed both critique and praise for Rogan, indicating a complicated yet ultimately beneficial relationship. This podcast will allow Trump to bypass mainstream media narratives, speak directly to the electorate, and potentially sway undecided voters just before the election against Kamala Harris. By 2035, Social Security benefits may face a critical crisis as the trust fund runs out, threatening financial stability for retirees. Social Security benefits are projected to face significant challenges by 2035, as the trust fund is expected to be depleted. This looming crisis could lead to a reduction in benefits for millions of retirees, which raises urgent concerns about financial stability for older Americans. The increasing ratio of beneficiaries to workers, coupled with rising life expectancy, creates an unsustainable system unless reforms are enacted. Addressing these challenges requires bipartisan cooperation to ensure that Social Security remains viable for future generations, protecting a vital safety net for those who have paid into the system.